Hello and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are getting into episode 3 of season 2 of The Last of Us. Now I don't really know what to expect with this episode, to be honest. Seeing as episode 1 and a lot of episode 2 was different than how the game started. So if they do stick with the game from now on, or like, you know, kind of what they did with season 1 and like stick mostly to the game, I think I have a pretty decent idea of where we're going. But if not, absolutely no clue. But with all that being said, let us go ahead and get into the episode. Yeah, I want to know what Tommy thinks about all of this, because we didn't see, I don't think we saw his reaction, right? Because yeah, he was back at Jackson when everything was happening with Joel and Abby, so. God damn, dude, that's gotta suck so much. Especially since he wasn't there for it, you know? I mean, I get it, you know, obviously he had his own fight to fight back at Jackson. Jesus. Are we back at the Firefly Hospital? Or is this, no? Okay, this is the Firefly Hospital. Shit. Wait. Never mind. I was thinking, I don't know why. I was thinking, I saw the tattoo and it instantly clicked that it was obviously Ellie, but for some reason, it just brought me back to Last of Us 1 when she was in the Firefly Hospital. I don't know why that's what clicked with me, but whatever. Oh, get fucked, Tommy. Damn.
I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
Uh-oh. Oh no, who is this person?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, is it the therapist? Oh god.
Your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
But it often does.
Yeah, those are both fair points.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wronging someone.
No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged.
Oh, Ellie.
I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about.
Okay, so I genuinely, because it sounds like she's trying to be sarcastic right now, but I genuinely can't tell. The therapist obviously knows that she's lying.
I guess I'll have to let myself off the hook for that.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
You really are doing good.
That line solidified it. Yeah, and there's the realization setting in. I mean, of course you gotta take it, right? You gotta take it, right? It's basically yours by birthright, right? I don't know if that made sense, but I'm gonna roll with it.
In the hospital, when you asked me about that day, I told you I didn't learn anything useful.
Damn, Dina.
That wasn't true.
Okay. I was gonna shit on you for that, but I get it. Like thinking about it now, because Ellie was in the hospital, she was obviously fucked up. Yeah, no, I probably would have waited to tell her too, because like, you know, she would have hopped up out of that hospital instantly and just fucking ran for it, so.
If I told you where they were, you'd just start pulling your tubes out and crawling on your hands and knees.
There you go.
And then I remembered a story Eugene told me from back when he was a Firefly. He said that
Oh?
there were small regional groups in the West all trying to fight Fedra, and how stupid it was
Okay.
that they didn't just join together. One of those groups was the Wash.
So the wolves, I always thought that the wolves came after the Fireflies, but I guess they were around at the same time.
WLF. Wolf. Fucking morons. Did he say how small they were?
No, but seeing as how no one's ever mentioned them since, I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
There's I wouldn't jump the gun on that.
Buried our dead 10 miles south of town. I
Oh,
want to visit them.
okay, interesting.
Want to run away to Seattle.
Wonder why they don't have enough space. I mean, I guess it's all just buildings and stuff, but I will say Jackson is much bigger in the show here than it was in the game. Like it was like a small village in the game. It is like a full city in this show. It's crazy. So that's why I was kind of like, that's interesting, because they had a cemetery, like a graveyard and everything in the game. So I don't know. But yeah, like I said, it's probably just because they have a ton more buildings and stuff like that. Maybe not a lot of space for it. But yeah, whatever. Hey, so after doing a little research, I actually found out that Jackson is pretty much the same size in the show and the game, both consisting of a population of around 300 people. I guess for some reason it just looks bigger to me in the show, because looking at pictures of it from the game, it does look pretty big as well. So I guess I was just misremembering it, but yeah, I just wanted to mention this. Oh shit. Wait, we're getting them this early? Really? Oh shit.
Can I have a hammer?
All right.
All right. Sure. Why not? Uh-oh.
Take cover.
Uh-oh. I love the whistle language. It's so creepy in the game. Like you're just walking through like a heavily like forested oh, there's a fucking Matrix poster in the background. I love that. But you're just like walking through like a heavily wooded area, and then you just hear a whistle. You just hear a really loud fucking whistle out of nowhere.
A lot of people in here buried family. And now you want to send what? You're saying 16 of our best? Well, while they're gone, who's going to be on the wall if raiders come? A wall that's barely mended.
Yeah, 16 seems like a lot.
All 16 will come back. So,
I'm kind of on her side for this. 16 seems like a lot. I don't think you need that. I'd say at most 5, including Ellie and Dina, so 3 extra.
They came into our house. They took one of ours. My
Shit.
God. Somebody shoots your brother. You want to take the locks off your doors? Grow up!
Seth, Seth is very fucking antagonistic, but I can't disagree with what he's saying. I'm not gonna lie. He's very aggressive with it, but I can't disagree. Motherfuckers broke into our home, murdered one of our family, and you're saying we shouldn't do anything about that? Come on.
They'll come back because we didn't make them pay.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I don't think they'll come back. Well, they don't know that, but they only wanted Joel, so I don't think there's any chance of them coming back. But who knows? I don't know.
You can count on me. That's what holds all this together. Not potluck dinners or New Year's Eve dances. Definitely not a wall, because that thing got busted through. But
Okay, Ellie. The wall helped until the bloater showed up, so.
do what it takes to see that justice is done. Not for me. Not even for Joel. Do it for us.
That was a pretty goddamn good speech, Ellie. Ignore that voice crack, but god, shit, dog. See, okay, I've been wanting to talk about this. I think I might have cut it out of the last couple videos for spoilery reasons, which I don't get now because it's not much of a spoiler. Well, I guess it is not now. It was before Joel died. But everyone was, whenever the game came out, Last of Us 2, not everyone, but a lot of people were shitting on it, like a lot of the story, because they didn't like that it was a revenge story and that it was solely based off of revenge. And don't get me wrong, the game definitely makes it seem more like that than this does, because in this, so far, we're what? Not even halfway through the episode, so I can't say much yet. Obviously, Ellie does want revenge, you know, she loved Joel, they were close. Obviously, she does want revenge, but it is also a justice thing too, right? Like I was saying earlier, and like, also, I hate to, you know, bounce back to Seth like that, but they broke into your house, murdered one of your own family, and you're just gonna do nothing about that? Like, really? So, I don't know, Thinking about it now, it definitely does. So at least for the show so far, it definitely does seem more like a, you know, we should get justice. We shouldn't let this go unpunished, you know? Like I was saying just a second ago too, it definitely was more of a revenge thing in the game. At least it leaned more towards that. I think they talked about like wanting justice and stuff too, but it was not this heavily pushed.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, yep.
No. No.
Damn, 3 yeses and 7 nos. Oh, 8, sorry. Yeah, that's upsetting though. I mean, here's the thing. We all know Ellie is just gonna go by herself anyway, so, you know, but it's still sad to see that most people didn't agree with her. I mean, I get, you know, it is a big city. There's probably a ton of people there, besides everyone that was just in that meeting. So I'm sure not everyone knew Joel or was close to him. God, that kid just ate shit. So I guess it would make sense that not everyone would be up to that.
Some people just can't be saved.
Damn. So she was a therapist for what, 20, she said, wait, she just said 40 years, right? So 15 years before the outbreak? Damn, she's got the speed loader too. Shit.
Northwest?
And is that all guns, or do you have medical supplies in there? Well,
Yeah.
land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, plan this shit out. What do you mean, what are you supposed to do? Ellie, I get that you're just a brute force, improvisational kind of gal, but...
Boots. Respect your consistency, but you're not crossing open country in fucking chucks.
I've done it before.
No chucks. Questions.
Yeah, one. How the fuck are we gonna get
She has done it before. I didn't think about it, but she has. Who is it? Who else is there? Seth? What the fuck?
I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
I'm sure it's right.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Before patrol comes by. Let's get you going.
I appreciate that he's just taking it too. Like, I don't know. Seth is still a dick, but I don't know, man. He's kind of coming out on top right now. You better hope no one saw you guys come out, like, from the outside, because now they know which area of the gate to get in through. I don't think anyone's around there. I was just saying that, but still.
You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Want to know if I'm any good at it.
Okay, fine, 6.
Fuck you, 6.
Let's not.
That's above average.
Dina. Dina.
Oh no, what did you see? Dino, what did you see over there, girl? Oh, wait, was this the same group as before? Is the kid gonna be over there? Oh no. Jesus, dude. Well, it looks like that hammer didn't do much. Hate to say it.
Wow. Fucking Seattle. Pretty.
That looks so cool. I love the whole like post-apocalyptic nature overtaking technology type of thing. Nature overtaking like man-made stuff, especially in The Last of Us, because they take it to like an extreme level, I feel like, in this, where like quite literally everything is covered in plants and shit. No. Dude, I was literally just about to say, I swear, I hope a tank doesn't roll down this fucking street right now. And god damn it, there's a tank. Yeah, that's not good. That's very not good. I mean, we already knew there was gonna be a shit ton more of them than they thought there was gonna be. Not even just because I played the game, but I feel like it's just common sense. Like, like a group like that, with how stocked and how well prepared Abby and her group seemed, I feel like it's just obvious that they had to have a ton more shit back at their home base, especially since, like, even more so because they came all the way from Seattle to Jackson, and they were still like pretty stacked when they got there. So I don't know, man. Ellie and Dina, they are definitely underestimating this group. But I don't think it's gonna be for much longer, because I'm assuming within the next like episode or two, they're probably gonna get like attacked or something while just like exploring Seattle or whatever. And they're gonna realize like, oh, we are not ready for this. But yeah, there we go. That was episode 3, and oh boy, that was it. It did go the way I expected it to go, but also not, because I mean, like what they were saying at the end. Well, this is in the YouTube edit, so you don't know, but in the director's commentary, they were talking about how since the game is like obviously more action-oriented, like you're playing a game, you want to get into like the action of the game. So they don't give you a whole lot of time to mourn Joel. They honestly, in the game, you don't spend a whole lot of time in Jackson in the first place. So it is insane to see how much time we're spending in Jackson in this. But yeah, since the game is so like action oriented, you obviously want to get into the game. So there's not a whole lot of time to just walk around Jackson and just think about stuff. You want to play. So they were saying that like they obviously, since this is a show, it's different. There's no like interaction from the audience. They were able to take a whole episode to basically mourn Joel, which I don't dislike. I personally like how quick everything happened in the game. Like Joel's death, the whole New Year's Eve dance, this whole episode pretty much getting like mourning Joel and getting to Seattle. I like how quick everything happened in the game, but I also don't dislike how everything's happening in the show. I still like what's happening. It's just different, you know? Since I've spent so much time with the game, it's just different. That's all I can say. It's just different. But yeah, I do want to talk about this again. I know I've mentioned it a few times during this episode, but the whole Ellie wanting, saying that she wants justice, but like really wanting revenge. I'm just gonna re-say what I said earlier. I still think what I said earlier is true. I think that Ellie definitely does want revenge for Joel, 100%. But I also believe her when she says it is also for justice, because she's been living in Jackson this whole time with Joel, with Tommy, with everyone. I feel like she has a semblance of civilization, you know? She knows that, this is gonna sound weird, but she knows that justice is a thing. She knows that it exists, basically. So I don't not believe her when she, during that whole speech. And Seth, man, I like, the only time we ever spend with Seth in the game is the New Year's party, when Joel, like, he calls out Ellie and Dina and Joel pushes him, and then the sandwich scene later on. We don't, like, he doesn't come to the gate or anything with Dina, but I get why they did take Seth further in this, because they want to show, at least to me, it seems like they do want to show more humanity, more of the human side of, you know, The Last of Us in the show, since they didn't really do a whole lot of it in the game, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense the way I want it to, but I'm gonna stick with it. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and just end the video here, because I feel like I've talked a lot in this episode compared to the last two. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. Any other thoughts that I have about the episode, I might bring up next week in episode 4. We'll see. But I just want to end it before it gets too long. So that is gonna go ahead and do it for episode 3 of The Last of Us Season 2 today. If you guys enjoyed and you're excited for next week for episode 4, you can let me know by dropping a like and smashing that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.